What's kicking, everybody? We are back for another episode of Pickin' Six, our Pickin' Winners football Pickem show. I'm Keith. Tonight I'm joined, as usual, by Connor and Tyler, aka the Locksmith and Tiho. How you doing tonight, fellas? Connor, I'll start with you. How are you, bro?
Doing great. Ready to get rolling. Got some good picks for you all. Keith, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing great. Had myself a fantastic weekend, especially with the UFC. My big parlay hit, basically called almost every fight correctly, except for two on the main card in the video and just one on the main card on my blog. But other than that, looking big plus money after this past weekend. Also with football too. Tyler, how are you, brother?
It was good. Can't complain. Ended up plus in football for the boys. We were worried that I was heading towards mush territory. Hopefully we'll be, staying away from there. Overall, well, Georgia beat Vandy 62-0. So I called a good weekend.
Yeah, dude, you had a good weekend with those college football picks, especially. So for all you good people at home out there watching this, please like the video. It really helps our channel tremendously. We're really trying to get the name out there, starting to collaborate with some other really cool, interesting people, as well as subscribe and comment down below what you think of our content. Be brutally honest, please. All right, so we're going to jump in. We are just going to roll down a couple of games that we really liked this weekend. So we got first up Thursday night's game. Got the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The line is -7.5 right now in the Bengals' favor, and the over-under is 46. Guys, I'm rolling with the Bengals -7.5 here. I feel like the Jacksonville Jaguars are an absolute trash can fire of a team. And while Joe Burrows is having a tough time right now, he's got a lot of good weapons out there. And who is it? He's got Jamar Chase, right? That's his boy out of LSU. They're starting to really feel the connection. Jamar Chase is starting to light up some rookie stats right now for us out there in Cincinnati. And I really, really like that -7.5 line in this game. The only reason that the Jags even came close this past weekend, were kind of winning their game for a little bit, was because of that fluke missed field goal run back for a touchdown, which, I mean, that was incredible. It's great to watch that. But that's not going to happen every single Sunday. I like the Bengals' chances here. Don't really like the over-under, but I do like the Cincinnati Bengals to potentially win this one like 21-7 or like 14-3, somewhere in that range. Well, yeah, somewhere in that range where, they're putting up numbers, not too crazy, but we're starting to see that Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase connection, and the Jaguars can't do anything. Trevor Lawrence is going to throw like 3 more interceptions this weekend. Connor, what'd you think of that?
I'm with you there. I like the Bengals -7.5 as well. The Jaguars, on average, have given up 30.3 points per game to their opposition so far this season. I think you got to ride the hot hand in Joe Burrows. He had a wonderful game this past Sunday, and you got to fade the Jaguars until proven otherwise. There's not been a stellar meshing of Trevor Lawrence, Urban Meyer, and this whole new meshing of players, coaches, personnel, and what have you. Right now, it's not working for them. The Jaguars also put up 17 points per game. So, and the Bengals defense allows 18. So right on par with that. I think the Bengals take this and cover the spread as well.
Though, after you gave those numbers, maybe I kind of do like that over a little bit. I don't know, because then we're looking at a range of like, wow, we're like right on the money there, like 46 points if you're just doing math. So I'm going to stay away from that. Tyler, what do you think?
Yeah, real quick, I'm staying away from the over. The Bengals are averaging just under 23 points per game, so their offensive output isn't going crazy.
Right. Tyler, what do you think? Who are you taking in this one?
Dude, Connor's stat guy. I love it. For me, I am liking the Bengals, but Keith, you're just like me. We're big residents of Teaser Town, so they look like prime candidates for a nice little 6-point, maybe 7-point teaser for your weekend, because all they have to do is win. I don't know, personally, I don't trust Joe Burrow to cover a 7-point spread. That's just me personally. They are looking a lot better. Last year, he spent a lot of time on the ground. This year, he's spending a little bit less. I definitely think win, and so I probably won't take the spread straight up, but I do like them as a part of like a 6 or 7 point teaser for the weekend.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. I already have my teaser made up. And guess what? It's all my picks that I'm going to be giving you tonight. Just subtract 6.5. So next up, we got the Titans and the Jets. Oh boy, you can only imagine how this one is going to go, right? We have the decent Titans, right? They're not bad. They're not bad at all. They're looking really great some weeks. You know, you got Ryan Tannehill, like just launching some. You got Derrick Henry, like he's a little bit more on and off this week. Most of his stats are coming from week 2. Still a rushing stats leader in the NFL. You know, it's just the Titans, dude. They're decent, like good all around team, and they're playing the Jets, and the Jets are abysmal. Like they are the worst team in the NFL again. Worse than the Giants. The Jets are terrible. Zach Wilson not looking like the best draft pick, although I don't know who you could put behind center for the New York Jets and have them win any games whatsoever. The spread right now in this Titans-Jets matchup is 7.5 in favor of the Titans. The over is 45.5. Guys, as of right now, I mean, I feel like a shark. We look at these lines so early. I'm locking in the Titans minus 7.5. There's no way. There's a snowball's chance in hell that they don't cover by 8 points. Lock that in, please, if you're watching this early and the line hasn't moved. Titans minus 7.5. Absolutely no way that the Titans do not cover. Unless they decide, hey, we're just playing the Jets, and they go down there and play like all their third string and practice squad guys. There's no way that the Titans do not cover a 7.5 point spread. Tyler, what do you got on that one? What do you think?
I'll join you with the Titans. I think that unlike the Jags game, that the Titans are a little bit more of a more reliable team to cover a touchdown spread. A touchdown spread in the NFL is always very interesting, always very dicey, at least in my opinion. But I think that as they can get it going, who's going to stop Derrick Henry? Not many people. Who's going to stop Julio Jones? Definitely not the Jets. So I like that. Definitely not the Jets. So I definitely will ride with you on that 7.5 point spread for the Titans.
Connor, I was following us with that one, brother.
Yeah, I mean, consensus pick here, no brainer if you ask me. And it's not like a particularly beautiful pick, but I mean, the Jets average less than 7 points per game in total. To the Titans, a little bit less than 24. The Jets also allow 111 yards per game rushing to their opponents. That'll be jacked up for Derrick Henry and the rest of the running back crew. Toss in Tannehill because he's going to bolt for 20, 30 yards and possibly a touchdown. I mean, like the Titans are covering this spread. The Jets not looking good. Zach Wilson, very interception prone. Not liking. This is a fade the Jets pick. Titans minus 7.5.
Dude, every week is the fade the Jets pick. Fade the Jets pick. Okay, next up. We got something that Tyler wanted to talk about. I really don't have any picks in this game. No, I don't have any picks in this game, but Tyler wanted to talk about it. We got the Carolina Panthers facing the Dallas Cowboys. The spread is 5 in the Cowboys' favor, and the over-under is 50.5. So, Tyler, please grace us. Let us know who you are taking in this matchup.
Dude, I don't know if it's just – I don't know what it is, but, like, I've been keeping an eye on teams such like the Panthers and like the Cowboys. I think it's going to be a better game than people might think. I don't know. The Cowboys look – I don't know if the Eagles look bad or the Cowboys look good, but that Cowboys defense looks ferocious. I think, they moved Micah Parsons down to D-end, hasn't played it since high school. They put Vander Esch back in that middle linebacker spot to command that defense. I think that they may give the Panthers a run.
Yeah. And
I don't know if it might be 4 points, but I think that the way that talk about the Panthers too, I think that they have had a pretty decent season so far. They beat a Saints team who's honestly not looking too bad. So just in that line, I'm gonna take the Panthers +4 to keep it close. Might throw them in a teaser, stretch that line out a little bit. But I don't know. Something's making me feel the Panthers to just sneak in there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think having Christian McCaffrey potentially still be out for this weekend is definitely not in their favor
Oh,
whatsoever.
just kidding. I forgot that he was.
Yeah, he's out, dude. He's out,
Just
hamstring
kidding. Give me
injury,
the Cowboys -4. Lock that in.
-5. But yes,
I'm
I
so
got you.
glad you did something.
Yeah, it's all good, dude. All you got to know when it comes to betting the Panthers is CMC playing or not?
Just
Connor,
kidding.
do you have any picks in that one?
I mean, I'm going with another fade the Jets pick. Sam Darnold, still somewhat a Jet in my mind, but also kind of throwing it back to last week. The Cowboys, stellar at home. Their defense, as Tyler mentioned, looked really, really good this past Sunday against an Eagles team who we don't know what they are. Kind of the same with the Panthers without Christian McCaffrey. So I'm taking the known entity in the Cowboys at this point. Defense looking more primed. Offense, Dak looked good. Zeke looked good. Whiteouts, Amari Cooper, CD Lamb, going to be tearing it up. And the tight ends were the ones who did the damage on Sunday for the Cowboys. So I think Cowboys cover. Their offense is going to be too much to handle for the Panthers defense. Sorry.
All right, so next up, we got the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Spread is 7.5, obviously in the Chiefs' favor. Over/under is 54.5. Now, my logic is a little bit weird on this one, right? So I'm gonna lead you down a path, and you're gonna have to follow me here. We know that the Chiefs do not cover the spread, right? Known fact. They don't. They never do. Plus, they're 1-2 right now. They're at the bottom of the division. So there's something we got to keep in mind. Patrick Mahomes coming off of 2 losses. He's going to light up the air attack. It's going to be balls flying all over the field. They're going to be a successful Chiefs team this weekend. They're going to get the W, but with all those points and the Chiefs never covering the spread, I think the Eagles are going to find a way to keep this one close. Now, the Chiefs' defense this year isn't looking like stellar out of this world whatsoever. They're actually looking kind of subpar, letting the Chargers put up a good chunk of points. So I like the over in this one because the Chiefs are going to light it up, get at least 35 points this weekend on offense. And then I think that just because the way they don't cover the spread, they're going to keep the Eagles in this one. It's going to be a high scoring game. Over 54.5. Lock it in. I love that pick. Connor, what do you got for us there?
I mean, I had the over written down on my card before we hopped on this call. Reason being, Chiefs, I'm not touching the Chiefs spread. They're 1-11-1 in their last 13 covering the spread dating back to last season. They score 31 points per game, give up just under 32 points per game to their opponents so far this season. Their offense is due for a big performance, specifically Patrick Mahomes, as you mentioned. And I think Philly at home with the fans behind them going wild. I think it's going to be a high scoring affair. Eagles likely, as you said, going to stick in this game, possibly close to the end. And then we might see this decided by Patrick Mahomes with the last second drive to win the game.
Love it, dude. Tyler, are you with us? You taking the over? You want to shock us a little bit?
Dude, yeah, no, that spread, the Chiefs, I'm not taking the spread. I do, when you said Chiefs Eagles, all I could think in my mind was backdoor cover for the Eagles. Like, I'm not putting money on it, but I would not be very shocked if the Eagles, like, because the Chiefs are probably going to, like you said, Chiefs are going to put up 35, right? But it seems like they're a team that, like, they don't mind letting off the gas at points and times. I saw the Eagles do it. What was it last year against the Seahawks? They backdoor covered at a chance that at a game that was over. You know what I mean? That a game that was over and decided they backdoor cover the spread. Do I see it's possible? Yes. I'm not going to put money on it though. I do like that over though. I do think that at least both teams will put up some points and cover the over.
Yeah, dude, solid all around. Basically, rule of thumb, you're going to hear us say week after week, don't take the Chiefs to cover the spread. So next up, we got the Packers and the Steelers. Spreads 6.5 in this one. Over under is 45.5 points. Guys, obvious pick here. Rolling with the Packers. They just barely got by on Sunday night on primetime. Having a win by a last second field goal. 1 or a 2-point win over the San Francisco 49ers. But then you look at them this week and who they're playing. Dude, Big Ben is so old. I've never seen a human being rapidly degenerate the way that Ben Roethlisberger has. It's unbelievable. I've never seen, I mean, except maybe in like really, really sick people in hospital beds, I've never seen a human being just fall apart faster than Ben Roethlisberger has in the past 2 seasons. They made a big deal. He made a big deal about how he lost all his weight. And, oh, he's going to be moving faster. Well, guess what, dude? He's tripping over his own shoelaces in the backfield. He stinks. Ben Roethlisberger is terrible, buddy. It's time for you to retire. This is going to be a very easy win. Yo, you're saying that like, I mean, you're looking like it's shocking. Like something I'm saying is, dude, Ben Roethlisberger, his time is up, bro. He keeps trying to push it.
I respect it.
Yo, he keeps trying to push it, dude. He needs to just go, bro. Just go. He's done. All right. The Packers are going to cover very, very easily this week. 6.5. I love it. Just got to win by 7. Got to win by a touchdown. And I have a feeling that they're going to win by way more than that against the failing offense of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Big Ben, pack your stuff, get on a plane, go to the Bahamas, and stay there. Tyler, what do you think?
Dude, yeah, no, my reaction was just because you were giving Ben Roethlisberger all the smoke, and rightfully deserved. I just think that being a Pennsylvania native, I don't think anybody gets a chance to talk about Ben Roethlisberger for that long around here. But yeah, no, the Aaron Rodgers really turns it around. I was a little shaky on him after that first game against the Saints. It looks like he was just getting his legs back under him after he was hosting Jeopardy. But I like that -6. It's just enough. If it was a touchdown or more, I'd probably stay away. But I like that -6 for the Packers.
Yeah, that seems like easy money, dude. Aaron Rodgers, like, I love his quote, too, at the end of the last game. Quick side note. How can you not be romantic about football? I have a feeling like we're all going to be thinking about that this whole week. He's going to be thinking about it, too. He's going to be thinking about it in practice, working extra hard. And he's going to say, guys, we beat the Niners by 2 points, a team that doesn't even know who their quarterback is going to be week after week, right? Jimmy G is in there now, but like fans are begging to put in Trey Lance. He knows that they need like that, put a stamp on it, clear cut win. They can't really keep up with these like last 1 minute drill type of win situations. So this is going to be the week where they put it all together. They're going to put a stamp on it. Unless Connor disagrees with me right now. What do you think, Connor?
I'm going to make this a consensus pick on Packers covering the spread. More so because Aaron Rodgers seems to be refueled after week 1 with all the drama in the offseason. Now, the Steelers were one of the most hyped up teams after week 1 because of their defensive performance against Buffalo. Now, the defense has sputtered, allowing 24 points against the Bengals last week, and also taking a loss in week 2. Now, I just have no faith in their defense, but I think Aaron Rodgers is going to continue balling. He has lots of weapons on offense, tight ends. He got running back. Aaron Jones went berserk. And just to echo Keith, no faith in Big Ben. He's old Ben now. Father Time has won.
Yo, no better way to say it, dude. Yeah, just to mention real quick, those weapons in Green Bay, Devontae Adams, Robert Tonyan, Randall Cobb is eventually going to start making a mark again this season. That was Aaron Rodgers' old boy. Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon's going to have a touchdown or 2 this season. Like, we're going to see a lot of guys hitting the end zone as this Green Bay Packers season continues. All right, next up, we got Pats and Bucks. It's Tom Brady meeting up with his old franchise dynasty, the New England Patriots. The line in this one, -6.5 in favor of the Buccaneers. Over-under is 49. Guys, Tom Brady, when he loses, comes back so amped up, so ready to basically just go out there and punch guys in the mouth. And that's what we're going to see, because not only did he lose last week, kind of badly. It was a 10-point loss to the LA Rams. Not only is he going to come back fired up from that loss, but he's also going to come in fired up because this was his old team, guys. When he left the Patriots, all of New England was either like burning their jerseys or saying thank you, but guys, Tom Brady is a guy that lets like the hate motivate him. He may not say it, but you can see in these types of situations, he comes out fired up. No two ways about it. No two
I
ways.
mean, Tom had a quote, I think it was last night or in the post game after Sunday, that this game up in Foxborough isn't going to be homecoming. He has no ill feelings, but he left New England for a reason. It was because of the owner, whatever the reason could be. He had some sort of falling out. He's going to come out with a vengeance. Keith mentioned that he is a stellar performer coming back from a loss. Sorry. Bucks are covering the spread. Pat's defense not going to be enough to tame all of the weapons the Bucks have at their disposal. One thing of note, though, Gronk is questionable after taking that hit on Sunday. So Brady without his boy, a little concerning, but I still think they get the job done and cover that spread.
Yeah, even so, I mean, look at the rest of that team, though. He was hitting Giovanni Bernard. He was hitting Mike Evans in the end zone. Guys, Godwin. There's a lot of weapons on that Buccaneers team. So I don't think, having Gronk possibly take less reps this week may hurt them a little bit, especially on like the short pass type of game. But those Buccaneers are not in danger without him, and he's no stranger to injury. He knows how to recuperate, and he may even be back in full rep, full swing of things coming for Sunday. Even if he's not, they'll be all right. Tyler, what do you think?
Yeah, I like the Bucks there. I mean, we all talk about how great Belichick's record is against rookie quarterbacks. Well, guess who helped him have that record against those rookie quarterbacks? Tom Brady. Going to play his second successor, I guess, post Cam Newton. Mac Jones looked very shaky last week, to say the least. Not as impressed as I hoped I would be at this point for him, playing for a coach such as Bill Belichick. I think that Tommy Brady is covering the spread going home to Foxborough.
Yeah, easily, dude. And you know what? I even like the over at 49 in this one. I even like that just because I have a feeling that Tom Brady is going to be hitting guys with dimes in the end zone, putting the biscuits in the baskets. It's going to happen. They're going to put up, prediction now, they're going to put up 34 points just to match what the Rams had last week. Okay. And I don't think that the Pats are going to be like super shabby this week. I'm kind of thinking that maybe Jonnu Smith gets a little bit of action, gets some more targets. They use that like short pass game with Mac Jones, and the Patriots do their best to keep things close. But I still like the spread. I like the -6.5 for the Bucks, and I kind of am going to sprinkle a little bit on that over 49.
And in the over for me, the Bucks run defense is porous, so that kind of leads their running back tandem to the running back tandem of the Patriots to have a little bit of action, a little bit of success, enough to put up some points, get the over covered. And also, I think with the short passing attack that's been their bread and butter so far this season up in New England, I think that'll just open things up and possibly let some other things run in the offense. JPP questionable again. Bucks defense has not been as attentive, as truly clamping, if we throw it to basketball terms. They have not locked down opposing teams' offenses so far this season. Give me the over as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So finally, we're going to move on to this Las Vegas Raiders LA Chargers game. Spread is 3.5 in the favor of the Chargers. But the pick I'm really leaning towards in this one is over 52.5. These are two high-scoring teams, very, very high-scoring teams, especially if you're teaser. This is definitely one to throw in there. Lowers that over down to 46.5. But even at 52.5, really, really like it here. Guys, there's no other way to say it. I mean, Austin Eckler, Keenan Allen, Justin Herbert throwing all around the field. Who else they got? Robert Woods over there in LA, right? They've got a lot. Oh, Cooper Kupp. Cooper
the Rams.
On the LA Rams.
Woods and Kupp play for the. It's same place, right? It's hard. All these teams moving around.
Yeah, dude, all those Los Angeles teams, regardless, Austin Eckler, Keenan Allen, have both of them on one of my fantasy teams. So, boom, thank you. But high scoring. Then you got the Raiders. You got Derek Carr throwing it all around. Some weeks he's favoring Darren Waller. Other weeks he's throwing it to Hunter Renfrow a lot. These are teams with just a lot of weapons. Honestly, I used to think Derek Carr kind of sucked, but this season he's really proven me wrong. The Raiders are looking good. I think they're starting out 3-0. So I don't know, guys. I'm really feeling this over. I'm not going to pick any winner or any spread, but I do like the over at 52.5. I think that's very achievable. Honestly, I think it's going to get done in the third quarter. I think this is going to be one of those ones where, like, you bet this. This is the primetime Monday night football game. Even better because the Raiders score even higher on Monday night, if I'm not mistaken. Monday night football going to be an entertaining one. Touchdown after touchdown after touchdown. The Raiders and the Chargers are going to be scoring a lot of points, 52.5. Tyler, what do you think on that?
It's interesting. That's not really, I guess I should have thought about it a little bit more,
It's all good. I mean, are you rolling with the
think,
over or are you not?
Oh, I like that over for sure. I'm
Okay.
rocking that. I think that spread is interesting. I'm favoring the Raiders just slightly there. A little bit. If that spread gets smaller, maybe the money line is a little bit more favorable. But as of right now, I'm going to stay away from that spread. I also like Darren Waller to score a touchdown in that game.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll get to our props in a little bit. But keep in mind, if you are just looking to bet a money line in this one, the Raiders are live dogs at around plus 165. Connor, what do you got for us on this one?
Yeah, I'm rocking with the over. Neither team spread, whether Raiders plus 3.5 or Chargers minus 3.5, seem particularly appealing to me. I don't know. I just think it's going to be a high scoring affair. As Keith said, Derek Carr and the Raiders have been averaging 30 points per game. Their last 3 games, they put up 30 against the Chiefs. They put 30 up against Miami, 26 up against Pittsburgh, and 33 up against Baltimore. Now, Pittsburgh has a good defense some weeks, other weeks, no. Baltimore typically has a good defense. I think they're going to run wild. Justin Herbert's due for a big, big game. I'm going with the over.
Yeah, the over is the way to go. All right, so we'll run down our picks one more time in this one. We're all picking pretty much the same here. So we got the Bengals minus 7.5. We got the Titans minus 7.5. Tyler has the Cowboys minus 5, which I'm kind of leaning towards a little bit. We got the over at 54.5 in the Kansas City Chiefs Philadelphia Eagles game. We've got the Packers minus 6.5 versus the Steelers. We've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers minus 6.5. And the over as well, sort of is going to sprinkle a little bit on that versus the New England Patriots, and the over in the Las Vegas Raiders LA Chargers game. All right, so we're going to move on to our props this week. Guys, I'm going to start out with one that's like pretty obvious. I'm going with Zach Wilson to throw over 2.5 interceptions. I like that a lot. He's throwing like a couple picks a game as it is. Some games, like, what did he have? 4 picks, no touchdowns his first game. So that might not be exact, but either way, 2.5, I'm willing to ride with that and see if Zach Wilson throws 3 picks. I don't really know how the Titans secondary is, but guys, it's super money. Like, Zach Wilson stinks. He's practically just like aiming for guys in the opposite colored uniforms. I'm also taking again this week. I'm going with Kyle Pitts to score a touchdown. Maybe this is false hope at this point, but Matt Ryan's not really targeting him as much as I like to, as much as I'd like him to. But Kyle Pitts is open a good amount in the end zone, and he had one attempted touchdown to him that Kyle Pitts actually dropped. It was like decent coverage, but he's just not getting the targets that I think he deserves. He's a really good rookie, and one of these weeks it's going to click, and everybody's going to be like, "Oh, there's the Kyle Pitts that we were expecting." There we go. I'm also taking Devontae Adams for a touchdown. Taking Cooper Kupp for a touchdown. That's a repeat of last week as well. And I'm going to take Derrick Henry for a touchdown. And I'm going to take Aaron Rodgers to throw over 1.5 touchdowns. And let me see. I got one more for you. I got one more that I'm going to pull from the top of. Oh, you know what? I got Lamar Jackson to run in a touchdown. They're playing the Denver Broncos. Broncos are really good, especially in the secondary, but I like them to, kind of neglect Lamar Jackson at least one time where he can put his legs to work and run one into the end zone. Guys, who's ready? Who's got some props for me? Connor, you ready?
Yeah, I'm taking Joe Burrow to throw 3 or more touchdowns, plus 156, playing the Jacksonville Jaguars. Enough said on that. I will be taking Ezekiel Elliott at least 1 touchdown. Stephon Diggs touchdown for the Bills. Kareem Hunt touchdown for the Cleveland Browns. Tannehill to run a touchdown in against the Jets and to throw for at least 2. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I got on props. That's all.
Right, Tyler, hit us with yours real quick, brother.
All right, let me see. I think every weekend this season so far, I've taken Cooper Kupp to score a touchdown. He seems like when Jared Goff was the quarterback there, it seems like they split touchdowns between Woods and Kupp. Like they jet sweep that we've talked about. But now it just seems like Kupp might be Matt Stafford's go-to guy in the end zone. So definitely like him. I think I said before Darren Waller to score a touchdown. I also like potentially how crappy that Steelers defense can be. So I could see maybe Aaron Jones putting up 2 touchdowns. I like that. He seems to be a bulk volume guy as far as in the scoring department. And also gave me Cole Beasley for the Buffalo Bills. I think he's due. They're playing the Houston Texans, and I think this is going to be a scoring fest. So he might find himself a touchdown this weekend.
Absolutely. I totally agree. All right. So we're just going to give you a quick couple of college football picks as well. Tyler, why don't you start us off with yours?
All right. I got 2. Very easy, very simple. Ole Miss, Alabama, over. Georgia, Arkansas, over. Point plain simple. Alabama's putting up points. Ole Miss's offense looks pretty damn good this weekend. I think the spread right now is 14 and a half points, obviously, in favor of the Crimson Tide. Probably going to stay away from that. I feel like people are giving Ole Miss a lot of credit. They usually do. They, for some reason, like to play Bama pretty well. Don't know how that's going to go. I know both teams are going to score a lot of points. And after my Bulldogs put up 62 points by themselves last week, I know it's against Vanderbilt. I feel like Arkansas has carrying a bit of hype. Texas is overrated. Texas A&M, not so great. I think that both teams, Georgia and Arkansas, will combine for the over. So give me that.
That's a good one. I'm taking Syracuse plus 4.5 this week against Florida State University. Florida State University is just so bad this year. They're not what they used to be. There's no other way to say it. Florida State University sucks. I'm also taking Clemson minus 15.5 against BC. Clemson is not the team that they used to be, but BC, I don't think that there are those dudes in this game. I have a feeling like there's games every year that Clemson is guaranteed to just blow out some teams. And while BC is like a very lower middle of the road, major college football team, have some fans out there, end of the day, they're no Clemson. And this is one of those ones that Dabo Sweeney always seems to have Boston College's number. I think it's going to be a high scoring game as well. And the over is 45.5. So, guys, that might be Clemson on their own. They're just not what they used to be. But BC, Clemson always has their number. Finally, I am going with cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Where's my last guy? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? It was Michigan and Wisconsin, I believe. It's taking me forever to find this bad boy in the spread. Somebody help me out. Oh, Michigan, Wisconsin. I'm taking Michigan here. Wisconsin really didn't look too hot against Notre Dame last week. Notre Dame, beating Wisconsin. So, and Michigan is Michigan, dude. They're not too bad themselves either. They let Rutgers put up some points, but Rutgers is on the up and up as a program. So I'm definitely rocking with Michigan this week. Live dogs here. They're even at the moment. I'm going to just take the plus money on this one, sprinkle a little bit on Michigan to beat Wisconsin. I think Wisconsin is they're not as bad on a downfall as FSU is right now, but Wisconsin is not the Wisconsin that we've known. And Michigan is still sort of the same. So I like them to win this one. Connor, what do you got for us?
I have Maryland plus 3.5 at home against Iowa. Iowa's a team that is a powerhouse at home. On the road, not proven as much. Iowa also struggled at home. Not struggled. They won by 10 against Colorado State, who is not a football school. Maryland is 4-0 on the season at home. They are a much stronger team. I'm taking them. I like Notre Dame plus 2.5 against Cincinnati at home, coming off a big win against Wisconsin this past Saturday. Oregon will cover the spread at 8 against Stanford. Oregon looks like it's back. They're currently ranked 3 in the country, and their offense looks stellar at this moment.
Love their coach.
Facts. I also am liking Florida minus 8 against Kentucky. Now, Kentucky's a basketball school. Coach Cal is not coaching their football team, as we well know. I don't trust Kentucky as a football team. Give me Florida minus 8.
All right. Well, that wraps it up for us tonight. Thanks for tuning in for another episode of Pickin' 6 over here at Pickin' Winners. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below what you think. I have a feeling this week, guys, tail me on NFL responsibly, always responsibly. College football, though, I don't know how my picks are going to do, but got some live dogs in there for you. So, if you're feeling a little frisky, a little risky, let me know what you think. All right. Thanks, fellas. Have a great night.